Okay, awesome. So I'm just going to make sure everybody is muted again. And while we wait a quick second to see if anybody else wants to hop on, our guest speaker, Jill, I'll introduce her in a second, but she also, shared the link with her team in case they want to hop on. So we'll give them a second too. And while we do that, I just want to do our quick recognition. We have, so I should say today is Monday, September 16th. Our coach of the week is Emily Caswell. She goes by a couple of different last names. Is that one okay, Emily? Does that one work? Okay. And am I saying it right? Caswell? Caswell? Emily is just like totally rocking it. She has a lot going on. We're all busy. Everybody's busy. Emily has a lot going on. Her husband just deployed. She's a mom. She's working. But she is really finding her groove with her business lately. She is being super consistent. She's pouring into her journey. She's sharing it with others. And so it's no surprise that she has already locked in Success Club 6, and it's only September 16th. So thanks, Emily, for all you're doing. You're a huge inspiration to us, especially I think to other newer coaches that, pouring in and being consistent, it's like the compound effect. It really pays off. And then having helped at least 3 people change their life, we have Kelsey Connor at Success Club 8, meaning she's helped 4 people. Emily, like I just said, has helped 3, and so she's at Success Club 6, and myself is at 6. I am at 6. And then almost there on the board to the right, we have Erin and Christina both at Success Club 4, meaning they've helped 2 people, so they would need to help 1 more person to have, locked in Success Club, which I'm sure they'll both do. Randy, Heather, Jenna, Jamie, Tamika, and Eric, who is Kelsey's husband, so it really means Kelsey is kind of technically at Success Club 10. All of those people I just said are at Success Club 2, meaning they've helped 1 person. And like I said, it's only mid-month, so we have plenty of time left to continue changing some lives and getting all of us getting ourselves over to the left side of that board. So our speaker tonight that I'm super excited about, her name is Jill. I mentioned to you guys that her and I connected in that Boss Babes group. If you are not in that group, it is a hugely amazing resource. Just put your name in the chat, message the group, message your coach to make sure you get in there, especially if you're a newer coach and haven't found your way into that group yet. It's just, everybody is always willing to share resources, answer questions. It's a great, great, great place. So I just wanted to do a quick recognition or quick stats about Jill, and then I'm going to kind of hand it over to her and let her do her thing. But earlier today, I'm just finding here we go. So Jill only started coaching in May of 2017, which I think is a huge, it speaks volumes to, who she is and her accomplishments in her business. It's only been just over 2.5 years, and she's already a 2-star diamond, which is incredible. 22 consecutive months in Success Club, and she's lost 50 pounds in her own journey. So she's clearly being a product of the product, showing up and just sharing that passion with other people. So Jill offered to talk to us about, getting to diamond quick, how to get there, and all those fun details. I know she has a lot of great information that we'll be able to take away and apply to our businesses as well. So Jill, I'll hand it over to you.
Yay! Thank you, Brooke.
You're welcome.
I feel so honored to be here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad that he chose Chris Downing over me, but I'm excited that you guys are all here.
So he's been skipping out on all of our calls, so don't.
Not gonna lie, I probably would have chose Chris Downing over you guys too, but so thank you to all of you guys for showing up for this call, as well as I tell my team too. Showing up for these calls just shows the commitment to yourself. It shows the commitment to your team, to this business, and that's truly what this is all about. So this is very surreal to be speaking on one of these.
2.5 years ago, you guys, I was the brand new coach. May 2017, like she said, is when I got started. I've had so much personal growth that has allowed me to professionally grow as well. And I know I've only just begun, which is truly exciting to me. So my saying, I don't know if you guys have sayings or business slogans with your teams. Mine is possible, or I even like to say freaking possible. So a little bit more about that coming up. But like she said, my name is Jill Pick. I am 36 years old. I'm a wife. My husband, Alex, is a power linesman and a firefighter. We have 3 little girls. Our oldest, Kensington, is 11. McKinley is 7, and Lincoln just turned 5 and went off to kindergarten. I work part-time as a nurse, and then I also, 2 years ago in September, 2 years ago in September, I was able to leave my full-time nursing job, so I also work part-time as a coach. So May 2017 is when I signed up, and I hit Emerald in July, so it took me about 2 months to hit Emerald, but then just a day shy of my 5-month coaching anniversary is when I hit Diamond. 2018 was kind of a building year for my team, and then since 2019 started, we hit 1-star in January, we hit 2-star in May, and we're kind of going to just skip 3-star and just push for 5-star elite by the end of the year, which is what our goal is right now. So it's been a massive whirlwind, but it's super fun and it's super exciting when you build a team to do it with you. So just a really quick little background about me. I've been overweight my entire life. My dad told me to tell people that I was big boned. My weight really started to climb when I got married. We dealt with infertility issues. We dealt with prematurity. I was the classic emotional eater. I yo-yo dieted. I tried the Yoli shakes. I tried Weight Watchers. I tried to do it all on my own, and I failed. I would lose 20 pounds and I would gain it back. I would lose 10 pounds and I would gain it back. I was that yo-yo dieter. So in 2013, when we decided to get pregnant with our second daughter, I didn't want to have a preemie again. Our first daughter was premature. So I started running, and with running, they want you to do cross training. And so I borrowed Insanity from a friend, started running, started doing Insanity, and fell in love with health and fitness. I was able to lose 62 pounds. I ran a couple of 5Ks. I ran my first half marathon, and I got in the best shape of my life. And I just felt this passion for health and fitness. And I had a feeling that sometime in my life, it would become something that I would do. I just wasn't sure what the journey was going to be then. So in 2014, I got pregnant with our third daughter. Thankfully, very quickly, we didn't have infertility issues. I stayed active throughout the pregnancy, but unfortunately, at only 29 weeks, I gave birth to our third daughter very premature. So the healthiest I'd ever been in my life, and a preemie baby. She was born at 29 weeks, just a little 2-pounder. We spent 44 days in the hospital, and then 2 days after getting home, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. And so my life spun out of control. All the health and fitness I'd done, all the weight loss I had done, I've gained every single pound back. You guys know life happens, and we give to everyone else, and we take care of everyone else, and we forget about ourselves. And that's exactly what I did. I was so mad. I was depressed. I had a lot of postpartum depression, a lot of post-traumatic stress from being in the NICU. I had no excitement for life, no passion, no purpose. I felt like I was on the hamster wheel. Get the kids to school, go to work, put the kids to bed. And I just knew I needed more. Like I said, I'm a nurse, and I remember sitting in my car with thoughts of wanting to drive away from my life. And I know as a nurse that was just the beginning of where things were going to go next. And so I'd been following my coach, Katie Wilson, who is a downline coach of Jess Dukes. We're currently number 8 in Beachbody with Jess Dukes, which is super exciting to be part of a top 10 team. But I finally reached out to Katie. You guys, she'd messaged me 3 times about a coaching happy hour, and I said no every single time. And so I finally said, you know what? I need to do something different. If what you're doing isn't working, you need to do something different. And so I took her up on the offer to join a coaching sneak peek. I hopped in, and that light bulb moment happened when I said, why not me? And so I signed up. I had to wait till payday. I only did the $40 coach sign up. I was like the worst coach sign up, the ones that we hate. I borrowed 21-day fixed DVDs from her. I tried to come outside so kids wouldn't come bother me, and they're still coming outside. Mom life, right? So yeah, I borrowed 21-day fixed DVDs from her. Didn't even buy Beachbody On Demand. I did Clean Week. I joined her challenge groups. I did 3 rounds of 21-day fix. And you guys, I started to lose weight and started to gain confidence, and I started to make this shift. and the scale started to change and people started to notice. I just started to share. I shouldn't say interested, but I didn't even really know about the coaching opportunity at that point, but people were noticing and people were asking questions of what I was doing. And so then Team Blessed Fitness started to grow. So that's our team, Team Blessed Fitness. We have over 100 ladies now in Team Blessed Fitness, which is crazy to think. I started as one person who just wanted to lose some weight, and now we have this amazing team, this amazing tribe, and it's truly changed my life. So I just want to share a little bit of nuggets of information with you guys. Hopefully you find one thing that you can take back to your journey, take back to your teams. So the one thing that I think is super important, I want everyone to close your eyes, get out a piece of paper and pencil if you want to close your eyes, but just stop for a moment and think about your biggest dream for your life. Think about your best version of you, the biggest dream, like what you want more than anything. For me, it's to be that present mom. I have 3 girls. I have a daughter who passed out at school today on the playground. Like, I want to be able to run to school and be there for her. I want to be able to go on the field trips. I want to be able to stay homesick with them. I want to be that present mom, to have that time freedom and that financial freedom. You can comment in the chat if you want to what your dream is, or you can keep it to yourself. But now, if you're working full time or before you were coaching, think about your current job. Does that job allow for that dream to come true? When I was working full-time as a clinic nurse, there was no way for me to be that present mom. I missed track and field day. I missed the holiday concert. I missed being home on sick days. I had to choose between my job and my kids, and I hated that. When times get hard, when coaches cancel, when you have a Shakeology return, when you're playing too much of the comparison game, stop and remember that big dream. And stop and remember that Beachbody and this journey can make those dreams come true if you believe in yourself enough to continue through the hard days. I forever will continue bleeding Beachbody blue because I know that my dreams are possible with Beachbody. So, like I said, possible is kind of my thing. So I'm going to just share a couple tips with you guys spelling out the word possible. If you guys have ever heard Danielle Natoni speak, she's a teacher, so she always uses phrases. So possible, we'll start with letter P. And so for that, you guys, it's personal development and positivity. So I know we hear about personal development all the time, but I really think it's important to know your personal development should be personal development, and professional. I totally just said that wrong. Personal professional development and professional development. So like, I'm a faith-based person. I have a faith-based devotional that I do every day in addition to my Beachbody professional development. Just because someone else is reading the 5-second rule or you are a badass does not mean that you have to read those. What are you struggling in your personal life? What are you struggling in your coaching business? Is it communication? Is it leadership? Is it organization? Find personal development that reads to you. Some of my favorite personal development books would be like The Morning Miracle, Capital Gains, The Energy Bus, The Purpose-Driven Life. But you have to find personal development that speaks to you. And for any of you guys who are engaged in personal development, when I first started Beachbody, that was one of the first things I jumped into. You become a more positive person. You become someone who starts to radiate that light. You become less negative. Evaluate the negative and toxic people in your life. My job was so toxic, it was bringing me down. Think about the people or the situations that are bringing you down and taking that energy away from you. And when you start to fill yourself with that personal development and start to change some of the situations in your life, I was so thankful a few months after coaching to quit that nursing job because it was so negative and it was bringing me down. Okay, so always being open. You guys, like I said, I was the non-traditional coach who paid the $40 to sign up and borrowed 21-day fix. And guess what else? I hated Shakeology. Hated it. Katie said to Jess, what am I supposed to do with this, coach? But I tell her all the time, thank you for still believing in me. She believed in me before I believed in myself. She let me borrow those DVDs. She got me started in her challenge group. She gave me her love. And that was what I needed. I needed those 4 weeks to work on myself. I needed to become a believer first. And then I bought the challenge pack. And then I started to share my journey. And so you just never know who is going to be the next top coach or 15-star coach, or who's going to be the next diamond coach under your team. If you lead with your heart and you're open to everyone and you truly have helping as the first thing on your list, not hitting Success Club, not getting commission, but truly helping people, talking like they're your best friend, talking like they're your mom, talking like they're your sister. If they really give you a money hesitation, talk them through it. When I first started too, one of the things that I did was my challenge groups were open to anybody doing a Beachbody program. They could have borrowed a DVD. They could have gotten something on YouTube. Some of our old Beachbody things are on YouTube. Now, obviously, I lead with the challenge pack because I know better. But for me to gain my confidence, for people to come find value in what I was doing, that's how I started. And so don't think you have to do what everyone else is doing. Find what works for you. Find how you can give that value. And just, again, lead with your heart, lead with the value, and lead with helping people first. All right, so the first S in possible is sight, SIGHT. And this would be like your vision, kind of like I just talked about with your why. You guys, that why has to be big. If there's weeks that you don't even want to invite people or do stuff with Beachbody or work out, you need to reevaluate your vision, or your vision and your why, because they should be so big that you just make yourself do the things that you don't want to do. So reevaluate those regularly. What are your personal goals for yourself, for your fitness journey, for your family, for your finances, along with professionally? What do you want for your team, for your coaches? What goals do you want to hit? And this is huge, you guys, with doing daily affirmations. If you guys don't do daily affirmations, you need to be doing them. And daily affirmations are when you talk in the future. You talk about being, I am a 5-star elite team. I live debt-free. I drive a Buick Enclave, or whatever your goals for yourself are. You need to say those to yourself every day. How many of you guys have been pregnant and you see pregnant people everywhere? How many of you drive or want to drive a certain vehicle and you see that vehicle everywhere? We see and we are what we think and what we believe. So when you start to believe that about yourself and you start to think that, you will start to become that. The other amazing thing that I loved when I first started, Jess Dukes was doing a call, and she talked about, you will benefit what you do today 1 year from now. Not a week from now, not a month from now, but a year from now. And it's so fun to see the success of my team now and think about, this is because of a year ago. And to think what we're doing now is going to be the reward we're going to get in a year. So you have to be here for the long term. And you can't be like 2 months down the road, nothing happened, I'm out, because the benefit will come a year from now, you guys. And also be okay to fail. Be okay to have your challenge group be a flop. Be okay to invite for a free group and have no one come. Did you guys know that Oprah got fired from her first job because she was too emotional? Michael Jordan got cut from his first basketball team. Disney got fired because he didn't have enough imagination. Imagine if they would have quit after that first time of failing or getting fired. Keep going. Keep that why strong. All right, the next S, you guys, is selfish. It's so crazy to me, but we have to be selfish. You have to fill your cup first. You have to do you first. When I started this journey, I got up at 4 a.m. I used to have my kids wake me up like at 7:30 in the morning. Mom, we got to get ready for school. Mom, we need breakfast. And now I get up at 4 a.m. and I still get up at 4 a.m. Thankfully, now I have a tribe of girls who log on Zoom with me, so it makes it a little bit easier. But find a success partner. You have to be selfish. You have to put your own journey first. You have to fill your cup before you can take care of other people. Along with that, you guys, is setting boundaries. You have to treat this like a business, which means you have to set boundaries for yourself, for your family, for your business, for your challengers, for your team. They have to know that when you're with your family and you're unavailable, you are unavailable. And your family needs to know when you do team calls, when you have Zoom, when you have a workout, that those are non-negotiable things that you need to do. Have those office hours, treat it like a business, and be very intentional with your time. I struggled with this probably the whole first year and a half of coaching. I wanted to just be involved in everything, but I was kind of half-assing all of my responsibilities. And so when you're really intentional and you really set those boundaries, it makes all the difference. All right, you guys, is inviting, the word most of us hate, the word that most of us, we feel salesy or we get scared about. But you guys, inviting is honestly just sharing, being consistent, and follow-ups. I can't say it enough how important sharing and being consistent is. Since I started coaching 2.5 years ago, I've posted every single day, at least once, if not up to 5 times a day, except for 2 days when we were on a cruise and didn't have cell phone reception. You have to treat your pages, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, like a storefront. The post that you put on those pages is your content in your store. It's your merchandise. It's what people see when they come to your page. If you're not posting for a week, think about if you went to Target and the doors were locked. Would you go back again the next day and the doors are locked? Would you probably quit going to Target? The same thing with your pages, the same thing with your Instagram stories. If you're not showing up and sharing, people are going to think that you're not there anymore and they're not going to trust you. Also with inviting, you guys, is you have to find your brand. I know this is really hard and it takes a little while in the journey to find what's you, but people are buying you. They're not necessarily buying Beachbody. And so when you're inviting, when you're sharing, making sure it's your brand, making sure it's you. I'm a preemie mom, like I said. I'm usually a massive hot mess. Embrace the shit show, mom, is kind of my motto too. I like my leggings and my headbands. I like to share a lot about my faith. And so finding those things that you can share, that you can talk about besides Beachbody, besides working out, to talk to that former you, is what's really going to help relate to people. So again, the biggest thing too is being real and raw and relatable in your post when you're sharing. Strength creates competition, where weakness creates community. And so when you think about that when you're posting your sweaty selfies and your muscles, that's showing how strong you are and what you've done. But all that's going to do is create competition. People saying, there's no way I could ever do what she's doing. Where if you share your weaknesses, you share your struggles before Beachbody and how it's helped you, you will start to create that community. All right, and then follow-ups, you guys. That's just staying organized, making sure that everyone you have conversations with, who messages you back, who asks questions, who stays interested, that you don't give up on those people, that you keep messaging them, you keep engaging with their pages. You continually follow up with them. I can't tell you how many people now, 2.5 years into my journey, are signing up, and they're friends of friends who I've been Facebook friends with, or they're people I talked to 1.5 years ago, but sometimes it takes people longer to find that value in you. So just staying organized with your follow-ups, continually inviting people, continually checking in on them, seeing how they're doing, and genuinely caring about them and wanting to help them. All right, the B, impossible, is blinders. Super short and simple because it's very easy, but we all need this reminder, you guys. This is your journey. You need to make sure that you do you. What I'm telling you is what's worked for me, but it's not necessarily what will work for you. Just don't take things personal. I remember when my first coach quit, I wanted to quit too. I felt so responsible, but you can't take it personal. You have to remember that this is your journey. What works for one person isn't going to work for another. And really spend your time embracing connections, not consumption. So making sure that you are connecting with others, you're providing that value, and you're not getting consumed in what another coach is doing or what's working for them. All right, L is love, you guys. Kind of like I talked about at the very beginning, your positivity, your light that you're going to start shining when you feel better from this is what's going to get people to you. But your love is what is going to keep them. And that starts with self-love first. So you really need to work on your personal journey. You really need to work on your self-love. And then start to love your tribe. Start to love your challengers. This might be handwritten notes. This might be tank tops when they hit Emerald. This might be doing Spirit Week with your team on Instagram and everyone posting, dance parties or team tank top days or whatever it might be to show that community. Host team get-togethers when you have coaches who are local. Do what brings you joy. If you love doing the free groups, do lots of the free groups. If you love, running themed challenge groups every month, do more of those. But do what brings you joy. Don't think you have to do a coaching sneak peek like this because that's what so-and-so did and it worked for them. Do what brings you joy. This is your business. And also, you guys, you have to love Beachbody. You have to bleed Beachbody blue. When people talk to you about it, when people ask you about it, you have to be proud. This also means you need to listen to the National Wake Up Call. You need to go to Super Saturdays. You need to attend Summit. That should be a non-negotiable. If you really want to make this a business, You have to represent everything that Beachbody stands for and embrace yourself in it and embrace the community. All right, so the last is E, which I have down as exercise, which we all know is product of the product. And I just think the biggest part of this, you guys, is embracing. It's not just about the scale. It's not just about the weight loss. It's not just about the before and after transformation photos or the jean shots. Share it all. Share being the product of the product as far as, Energize and the collagen and Shakeology and beach bars and Daily Sunshine for the kids. Be a product of all of it. And not only how it's helped you lose weight, but how it's helped you gain confidence and energy and learn to get up in the morning and all those things. I lost 50 pounds really quickly when I started Beachbody, and I've maintained it or gained or lost the same 10 or 15 for probably the last 6 months to a year now. But I can still share other ways that Beachbody has helped me. It's not all about the weight loss or all about the physical. So I think just continually being that product of the product. And again, just remember, you guys, that it is totally possible for you to sit here on the side and listen to top coaches and 2-star coaches and think, oh my gosh, I could never be them. You totally can be them. It's just about being consistent, showing up every single day and providing that value and really leading with your heart. So that's all I got. I hope you guys got a little bit of information out of that.
That was amazing. I love your energy, and I love you can tell your passion for when you share about that. That was awesome. Thank you. I love the little, your system there. That's really cool. Sorry, I have pregnancy brain. I'm like scatterbrained. Do you guys have any questions? I know I took a bunch of notes over here. I know everybody's always shy. Whenever I speak on a team call too, there's like no hands or nobody asking questions.
What's your top tip or tips for helping build the leaders on your team?
Good question.
I know that's vague, but to hear you've gone and grown so many leaders is really impressive. So I don't know whatever tips you have.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And honestly, for me, 2.5 years into the business, I really feel like I finally have girls who want Diamond as much as I do. I see Megan's on here, so that's exciting. She's one of my girls hustling to Diamond. But I would definitely just say being the product of the product, being that leader yourself, hitting those Success Club numbers. Like she said, 22 months in Success Club for me. It's crazy to think 2 more months to hit Legend, like being the example coach of what you want your coaches to be, and just kind of meeting them where they're at. We've done a lot of training with Josh Coates lately. I don't know if you guys listen to his podcast or do anything with Josh Coates. But if you're in his mastermind push groups, which I'm not, but he puts you on a tracker. And so recently now I've started to put my girls who want Diamond, who express they want to be Diamond, on that tracker with me. And so it's a daily tracker that has all of your tasks. It's a little bit different than the Beachbody tracker, a little more simplified. But it's a task that I do every day. And then I put my coaches on there so I can see actually what they're doing. And I think it helps simplify it to them that if you do these actual income producing activities, you can build a business. And if you're not doing them, then you can kind of see where you're lacking. Mm-hmm. I think it's just not giving up, continually recruiting, continually. That was kind of what happened with me when I hit Diamond at the end of 2017. One of my girls was running for Diamond. And so I kind of sat back and was like, okay, I'm going to let her get me to 1-star. And she almost hit Diamond and then completely crumbled and isn't even coaching anymore. So I think just continuing to be that leader that you want your leaders to be, staying engaged with them and working with the working. I have all of my Diamond coaches, my girls pushing for Diamond, in a pod together too. So we kind of all stay really engaged with them. And I'm building my second business center now to Diamond. So I'm hustling for Diamond right alongside them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
No, keep going.
What's your approach when asking somebody, like inviting them to the coaching opportunity?
So I mostly recruit my coaches from being challengers to then recruiting them to coaches the next month is how I would say 90% of the girls on my team become coaches. Granted, there's a few with like launches with, MM100 who signed up as discount coaches. But I feel like even when you sign them up as coaches that way, they fizzle out and they don't stay active and stay as coaches. But my business building coaches, my coaches who like want Diamond now, who really want to do this, have been my challengers, who are my challengers. So I think just having really fun challenge groups, getting them engaged in your challenge groups, building that community with them, and then month 2 comes and they're like, okay, I want the discount. Okay, I want to do this. Yep, I want to be a part of your team. You know, we just branded team tank tops and team sweatshirts, and I have challengers like, how do I get one of those? It's like, well, you have to be on our team to get one of those. I think just really showing that community and having fun and just have them in your challenge groups and engaged in that.
Kind of on that topic, what is your process for like onboarding new coaches or like a challenger who turns into a coach? Do you have like trainings they watch, or what do you do?
Yeah, we do have, you know, I'm one that you guys don't recreate the wheel, I guess. When I first started, you know, it was like, I want to create this graphic. I want to create this training. And it was like, why? Like, we all have the same basic information to get us started. And so don't recreate the wheel. Don't make work harder for yourself. So within Fearlessly Fit under Jess Dukes, there is the unit section, I guess, in our team page is what I would call it, where we have a couple training videos when they first get started. That kind of walks them through how to hit Emerald in 24 hours, you know, how to look in the back office for different things. And so we just add them to our team pages right away, get them involved in the culture and the community, and then show them the unit sections and kind of let them just kind of run with it. And then I usually try to do like a one-on-one call with the girls who do want to build and push for Diamond, to just kind of figure out their goals and check in with them once they've completed those trainings.
So do you have like what's the process? Do you have, you know, what do you have them do? Do they watch videos? Do you have a call with them?
Yeah, so like I said, because of the fact that most of them start as challengers, I mean, I honestly couldn't tell you how long it's been since I've actually onboarded like a business building coach from the beginning. They always start as challengers. So because of the fact they start as challengers, they are already in our challenge groups. They're kind of already seeing how the process is going. And so then we just get them added to our team pages. We point them in the direction of the training, the unit section, have them walk through that. And I usually tell them once they're completed with it, which there's a couple different training videos, a couple different YouTube link videos. There's a couple, like I said, how to hit Emerald in 24 hours. Once they've gone through those videos, then I say, let me know, let's do a one-on-one call and let's kind of progress from there. So.
And are those videos that like your upline
Yes.
has? So you just, you're using what she's using. Cool.
Yeah, just using what they, not recreating the wheel, just using what they, yep.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the business builders, like I said, are just more natural, who have just kind of come along for the process, you know, the ride. Like there really hasn't been anyone who's like, I'm gonna be a coach, give me the unit section, let's go with it. They're just, you fall in love with Beachbody and it's hard not to share that. So I feel like the process with business building coaches is just more a natural progression. It's not really a, come on as a coach, here's the training, okay, start building. It's just they get involved in the community and then they want to know more.
Right. Yeah. I just think I think a bunch of us are asking because we're just looking to, I know I am, I'm looking to kind of simplify our process a little bit. I have the training like on my website, but I think it can be simplified. So it's something that's on the top of our list. I think a bunch of us are looking to do that. You know, because you don't want to overcomplicate it when people start. You just want them, because I think a lot of people get caught up with like they have to do it all, know it all, like learn it all before they can get started. And it's like, no, just especially like you said, they're already loving Beachbody. It's like, it's just this natural next step to just start caring about it. So, you know, really covering the basics, and then they can kind of gather everything else kind of along the way.
Yeah. And I feel like me, even 2.5 years into the business, like I, especially with listening to Josh Coates and getting on his tracker now, like you said, it's so much more simpler than we make it, especially when we start as coaches, because you feel like I have to do every training, I have to watch every video, I have to, and it's literally, I know someone in the chat said that they want to see the tracker, and I can, Brooke, maybe I'll send you like the link to.
Yeah, I would love it. It's been a while. I did Josh Coates, you know, back in the day. It's been a while though. I forget
Yeah, so Ashley McClellan, do you remember her name?
Yeah,
She
actually
just
I do.
yeah, okay. So actually what it is she has a YouTube. If you YouTube Ashley McClellan, she has a team call that she just did with her coaches, and she literally will screen share and she shows you the Google. I did exactly what she did. So she did a shared Google Drive. She put it like it starts on Thursday with with our payday rank advance day on Thursday. So it starts on Thursday and it literally goes across the Google Drive, but it tells you like drink your shake, do your workout. But their inviting system is a little different. You only invite 5 people every day, but you start 10 conversations. You only invite Monday through Thursday. You do your follow-ups on Fridays. And it also tells you what to post every day. So do a call to action today, do a breadcrumb today, do a lifestyle post. So that you literally just check the boxes and you can put your girls on it, screen share it. So it's like, I wish I would have had that when I started, because I mean, literally if you get up and you do those things in 2 hours, you can have that done. Where I used to feel like I would spend 12 hours of the day because I didn't know what to do.
Well,
And
and
so
also too, I just feel like I am someone who always feels like I could be doing more or I should be doing more. So it's like if you have a checklist, it's almost like, okay, like I can feel accomplished. I can feel like I'm done. And then I can be that present mom because I'm not thinking like, oh crap, I should be sending 10 more invites or I should be, I get caught up in that.
exactly.
So
And that's exactly what I tell my girls. Get up and do the checklist. And then if you want to do a training call or you want to work on some Canva graphics, you can, because you know you've done the business building activity.
right,
And
you've
same thing
done
with,
like the vitals, like you've done
yes,
daily, like
but it just breaks it down more simpler than invite, product of the product, do your personal development. Like it gives you those actual tangible things to do. And she explains it so well in her team call video. It makes it super easy.
I'll watch the video, but do you also mind sending me the link
Nope.
to the drive? That would be awesome.
I can absolutely do that. Yeah, because then you can just tweak it for your team instead of recreating the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And do you guys all use Mompreneur too for challenge groups, or do any of you guys use her?
No, but I've seen that. I've seen that around a little bit. A girl on our team who's not on the call, Liz. I don't know if you guys remember seeing Liz post that in the group that she paid. Is it the thing you paid? She paid like $18 for it, and this girl gives her like all of this stuff. I've seen it in the Boss Babes group too. Tell us more about it.
Yes, and in talking about like challenge groups and having people engaged, I feel like that has been a game changer. I'm pretty sure she's a Beachbody coach.
I saw in the thread somebody asked, and yeah, they said she's actually a coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Mompreneur. It's $18 a month. She actually just emailed me today, October's. So she sends you the entire challenge group kit, basically. So it has your cover photo. It has, she does daily posts, which I also do daily posts in my challenge groups. It tells you exactly what to post. It gives you the graphics. It gives you spirit weeks. It gives you meal plans and recipe. I mean, for $18, it's a steal. Super easy.
Just quick question, because her name is Mompreneur, is it like all about being a mom or has nothing to do with that?
No, I think that's just her business name for the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure.
Like,
not all of us are moms, so I didn't know if that was.
No, I think that's just her business name. Like September was like back to school, back to the basics, but it changes. She did an MM100 one also, so you had to pay extra for that, but it gives you all the posts and all the graphics.
So it's like a subscription, like you pay $18 a month?
Yeah, but it's just through your PayPal, and it auto pays it every month to her, and you just get the Google Drive. It's through Google Drive, and you just get all the information.
So like she just sent you your stuff for October, you said? So she
Mhm.
sends it like a couple weeks in advance, so you can get it all prepped.
Yep.
A local coach
Yep.
here actually told me about it. I never looked into it, but a friend of mine who is a coach under Nikki Whiting, she uses it.
Yeah, Liz just posted that she bought it, and I'm sure she like loves it.
And then all she has to do is schedule her posts.
Mm-hmm.
How many
And
posts
like I
a day
said-
is it?
I think it's just one. Like it's just like a daily post with some sort of quote, and then all she does is schedule it out.
And with her being a Beachbody coach, then she incorporates all the launches. So she just has stuff about pumpkin spice in the post. She has stuff about the work in the post. So she incorporates all of that information in there for you to talk to your challengers about, like the next challenge group or what's coming next.
It must be so much work for her, but she must
Really, really handy. Like I said,
Yeah, she said
she
you can
creates
do it
it once.
by like the month or by like different programs. Like she can do like monthly themes or something like that, or program specific.
I'm writing it down to like.
Now you get a discount if you pay like 3, 6, 9, 12 months, or you can do it with $18 monthly, which I did that at the beginning just to see if I utilized it. I probably should switch to like the yearly now.
Okay, cool. Was it Mompreneur?
Yeah, I'll send you the link too because it's like .va or something. There's some
Okay.
special thing on the end of it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Do you guys have any other questions? This was awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. I think I'm talking to your team next week. I think, right? Did I read that right? No, I don't know when I'm talking to your team. That's fine. I have to look at my calendar. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being on the call, and I will get the recording up as soon as possible. Sound good? All right. Thanks, Jill. I look forward to chatting with you. Bye, guys.